So quiz tomorrow is 9 questions. You'll have a graphing question. The rest of the questions you can either solve using whatever method you want. So it'll say solve using any method. You can use substitution or elimination. Just the one graphing one you have to solve by graphing. The rest of them, solve however you would like. There will be a couple word problems, but with the word problems, we will write out the equations for you. So I'll show you what it'll look like. So if you had a question like this, it says the given amount of annual interest is earned from a total of $11,000 invested in 2 funds, paying simple interest. Write and solve a system of equations to find the amount invested at each given rate. So we have x plus y equals 11,000. And then rate 1 is, so we'll have 0.02x plus 0.05y equals 430. So these 2 equations will be given to you. It'll have a word problem, but it'll also have 2 equations. From here, you have to know how to solve. So you won't have to come up with the equations for the word problems. It gives you the equations. You just have to know how to solve from here. So we don't really love working with decimals. How could we get rid of the decimals or move it twice? How could we do that? Multiply by 100 if we're moving the decimal 2 places. So we're going to multiply by 100. So we have 2x plus 5y is equal to 43,000. So we have our 2 equations here. This one's the first one. This one's the second one. We could solve using substitution or elimination. It doesn't really matter here. I'm going to say let's practice using substitution for this one. We'll practice elimination later. But if we use substitution, we need one of our equations to be either x equals or y equals. So if you have an equation that your coefficient is just 1, it might be easier to use substitution, but again, use whatever you want. It's up to you. But let's get our first equation to be x equals. So we want to get the x all by itself. How would I move the y to the other side? Subtract y. So I'm going to subtract y to move it to the other side. So our new first equation is going to be x equals 11,000 minus y. Now we said we're going to solve using substitution here. So once I get what x is equal to, I'm going to take what x equals and substitute it into the x in the other equation. So we have 2 times 11,000 minus y plus 5y equals 43,000. How could we solve for y here? Awesome. We're going to distribute the 2. So 22,000 minus 2y plus 5y is equal to 43,000. What should we do next? Let's combine like terms. I'm going to subtract the 22,000, move it to the other side. And then just add my like terms over here. So we get 3y equals 21,000. Then what can we do? Divide by 3. So y is equal to 7,000. No calculator. What would we do to find x from here?
Plug it in.
Let's take y and plug it in. I think the first equation's a little bit easier to work with because it's just x plus y equals 11,000. So we'll take our y. We're going to plug it into y because that's what y equals. So we have x plus 7,000 equals 11,000. So we're going to subtract 7,000 on both sides. So x equals what? 4,000. Now with our systems of equation questions, we want to write our answer as an ordered pair. So we always put the x first. So we have 4,000, comma, 7,000. It looks a little bit funky here because we've got a lot of commas going on. But this is our x and our y. For 3, when it says break even, that just means that the cost equals the revenue. So it would just be 8.3x plus 19,000 equals 12.28x. This one, I don't know if the numbers end up to be like whole numbers, so you might just want to use a calculator to help you solve, but no calculator for the quiz. 2 times with how many left over? 1, so we drop down the next number. How many times does 2 go into 11? 5 times with 1 left over. We drop down the 19. How many times does 2 go into 19? 9 times, which would be 18, so 1 left over. How many times does 2 go into 12? 6.
You're pretty good at division.
So 4 says solve the system of equation. So we can solve however we want. If you want to solve using substitution or elimination, up to you. What do you want to do here? Sure, we can do elimination. If we do elimination, we need the same number but opposites. So I would need like a 3x and a negative 3x, or a negative 8y and a positive 8y. So same number but opposites to cancel each other out. So what could I multiply by to get one of my variables to cancel?
-8.
The top one by -8, perfect. So I'm going to multiply everything in my first equation by -8. So our new first equation is going to be -8x minus 40y equals 42 times 8. 336, negative 336. So now we're going to combine these two equations together. So 8x minus 8x would be what? They cancel. 8x minus 8x, they're the same number but opposites, so they're eliminated. Negative 3y minus 40y would be negative 43y. And then 35 minus 336 would be negative 301. Divide both sides by negative 43. And we get y equals 7.
How did you know to do it by 8?
Because we needed them to be the same number but opposite. So if this is a positive 8x, we need this one to be a negative 8x. So that's why we multiplied by -8.
And you're just starting off by the first one? Just taking the first one the same?
You can multiply either one. So if you wanted to get the y's to be the same number but opposites, you can. But here I would have to multiply the first equation by 3 and the second one by 5. So it would be more work because you had to multiply both of them. We only had to multiply one equation to get the x's to cancel. All right, so we found what y equals. How do we find what x equals?
Plug in 7.
Do we want to plug it into the first equation or the second?
The first one.
Let's plug it into the first one. But we just have to make sure we're plugging it into y, since it's what y equals. So we have x plus 5 times 7 equals 42. X plus 35 equals 42. Subtract 35 on both sides. So x is equal to what?
7.
7. How would we write our answer?
7,
7, 7. It has to be written like an ordered pair. Next, let's do number 5. So again, we have fractions here. We don't really love fractions. So my suggestion would be get rid of the fractions right off the bat. What would we multiply by to our first equation to just get rid of the fractions?
8.
8. Whatever your greatest common denominator is what you want to get rid of. You want to multiply by to get rid of. So we're going to multiply everything by 8. And if you did 4 the first time and you notice that you still have fractions, you could always multiply by 2 the next time. So when we multiply by 8, what is 8 times 1/2?
4.
So 4x. What is 1 over 8 times 8?
1.
1, so that would just be 1y. And then 3 over 8 times 8 would be 3.
3.
Let's do elimination here. Do we have the same number but opposites?
No.
No. So what do we need to multiply by to get them to be the same number but opposites?
-1.
-1. So I'm going to multiply everything in my second equation here by -1. So I'm just going to change the signs of everything. So now that we have the same number but opposites, the x's eliminate because we have negative 4x and positive 4x. But what happens to the y's? They also cancel. Negative y plus y would just be 0. What's negative 3 plus 3? 0. What do you think our answer is if we get 0 equals 0? Infinitely many solutions. Or if you just put many solutions, that's fine too. Infinitely many solutions. If you get 0 equals 0, your answer is infinitely many solutions. What if we had something like 0 equals 5? What do you think our answer would be here? No solution. If you get 0 equals a number that's not 0, your answer would be no solution. What about if you get x equals 0? Is this no solution? No. X can equal 0. 0 is a number. If you get x equals 0, take 0, plug it in to find your y. You can get 0 as a solution, but if you get 0 equals a number that's not 0, your answer is no solution. If you get 0 equals 0, your answer is infinitely many solutions. So these two are super important to know for your quiz tomorrow. Know the difference between infinitely many solutions and no solution. For number 6, I'm going to set up the equation for you so you can solve it. So we can say x plus y equals 1,270. And then 15 times x plus 12 times y equals 17,625. So I'm not going to work this out for you, but I just want to give you the equation. So a question like this on the quiz will have the equations for you. So any word problem, it'll give you the equation. So you won't have to come up with the equations. It'll have it for you. But I'll let you guys work this one out on your own. So on the quiz, it'll give you these 3 equations. We're going to use it to solve. So we have to find the width and the length. So here we want to use substitution because it gives us p equals 78. So we'll plug this into our p here. And then it gives us L equals W plus 5. So I'm going to take this and plug it into the length. So we have 78 equals 2 times L, which is W plus 5, plus 2W. What should we do next? Distribute. So 78 plus 2W plus 10 plus 2W. What else can we do? Combine like terms. So I'm going to subtract the 10, move it over, so we get 68 equals, sorry, this should be equals here. Equals 4W. Then what? Divide by 4. So W equals what? Awesome, 17. So we found the width. Let's find the length. What do we do to find the length?
W plus 5.
Awesome. We're going to plug that into our W. So L is equal to 17 plus 5. So what does our length equal?
22.
22. 17 what and 22 what? What are we talking about here?
Meters.
Meters, perfect. 17 meters and 22 meters.
Are we getting?
Here, P equals 380. The width is 50 centimeters less than the length, so W equals the length minus 50. And then P equals 2L plus 2W. So these three equations will be given to you just like this. You have to solve it from here. So I'll let you guys work this one out on your own. Next, we're going to do number 9. So with number 9, we want to write our equations. We want to write the equations to be in the form of y equals mx plus b. That way we can graph our lines a little bit easier. So for number 9, what could I do to make this in the form of y equals mx plus b?
Add 3 and subtract 4.
We could do that. Add 3 and subtract 4x.
Or just add y.
Or you could have added y. That's fine too. Either way works. It would probably be less steps just to add the y, but we can do it this way. So negative y is equal to negative 4x plus 3. Then what should we do? Divide by negative 1. With these questions, it is super, super important that you are careful with the signs. If you're putting your y-intercept at 3 versus negative 3, that would change the whole shape or the whole line. So just be careful. So what's our slope? 4 over what?
1.
4 over 1, perfect. What's our y-intercept, our b?
Negative 3.
Negative 3. What do we put first on our graph? The y-intercept. So I'm going to put a point at negative 3. And then how do I do the slope of 4 over 1? Rise over run. So I'm going to go up 4 and to the right 1. You really just need 2 points to draw a straight line, but if you want to put more, you can. We're going to go up 4 and over 1. So this would be our line. So that was our first one here. We're going to do the same thing with the second line. How can I get this equation to be in the form of y equals mx plus b? What could we do?
3x to the other side.
Okay, we can add 3x, move it to the other side. So we get negative 4 plus 3x is equal to negative y. Then what do we do? Divide by negative 1. So we get y equals negative 3x plus 4. What's our slope? Negative 3 over what? Over 1. And what's our y-intercept? 4. So from here, let's start with our y-intercept. I'm going to put a point at 4. How do I do the slope of negative 3 over 1? Which direction do we go? Perfect. Down 3 to the right 1. Down 3 to the right 1. So where do our two lines intersect? 1, 1. So our answer will be 1, 1. So you have to graph the two lines, but where they intersect is going to be your solution. So make sure you write the solution as well. Now we talked about this when we did the notes, but let's just go over it again. What if we had two lines that were the same exact line? They fell in the same spot. Awesome. Infinitely many solutions. And then what if we had two lines that were parallel and they never intersected? Awesome. This would be no solution.